Hey, hi, all. Welcome back to BRR Knowledge Center. So this session about types is continuing now. So in earlier session, we have seen built-in data types as part of TypeScript types under static. So again, under static, we have one more data type called user-defined data types. So let's see what are all user-defined data types available in TypeScript. Okay. As like other programming languages, user-defined is nothing but the user who is going to, initialize or create the types. So these basically arrays, tuples, enumerations, functions, classes, and interfaces. These are user defined. That means user is going to define these data type and use it as part of program. So when it comes to arrays, I think you guys know that if you want to store collection of elements of same data type, we use this array. And tuple, I think it is something like if you wanted to, right, uh, assign or include two sets of values of different data types. Here, tuple containing different data type values. It allows us to express an array where the type of fixed number or element is known, but they are not the same type. Okay. And again, interface has structure which act as a contact in our application. It defines syntax or class to follow. That means this is something declaration part. And class again is used to create reusable component and act as templates. Okay. And again, enumerations define set of named constant. TypeScript provides both string-based and numeric-based enumerations by default enumerations being numbering their elements starting from zero. Okay, let's see like one by one, like the syntax and how they are going to use in TypeScript. Okay, so let me go into this user defined data types. So TypeScript, right, provides below types. One is array, tuple, third is enumeration, fourth is classes, fifth is interface. Of course, sixth, we can talk about functions. That's just normally how you are going to create functions. Okay. When it comes to array, like an array is a an array is a right collection of elements of the same type or same data type. So TypeScript also allows to work with arrays of values. So an array can be written in two ways actually. Okay. An array can be written in two ways. First thing is var list colon number equal to right 135. This is one way. And second way of using array is list array here number I'm going to say, and then I'm going to initialize the array. Okay. So these are the ways, right? We are going to follow to use arrays in TypeScript. Okay, so we'll see that in coming sessions, like in detail, like how we are going to use arrays. Okay, now we'll continue with the next type, like tuple. Okay, so how to use tuple? So tuple is similar to array, but here in this case we can have a different data type values. Okay, the tuple is a data type which includes two sets of values of different data types. So it allows us to express an array where the type of fixed number of element is known. Okay. So for this, the syntax is let, right, a string and number. This is how the syntax would be. Example, right, a equal to, this is the string I define, and the number, okay, and then string, and then number. Okay, this way you can define the tuple. Okay, because it first looks string and then looks number. That's how you are going to define or initialize the tuple A. Okay, so next one is an interface. So what exactly the interface is? Okay, so interface is a structure, right, which act as a contact in our application. It defines the syntax for classes to follow. Means a class which implements an interface is bound to implement all its members. Interface is a skeleton of right functions, like the declarations of functions without definitions. Okay, so let me write down the definition of interface. Interface, right, is a structure. Interface is a structure which acts as a contact in our application. It defines the syntax for classes to follow. Okay. TypeScript compiler uses interface for type checking, that is also known as duck typing or structural subtyping. Okay. So example of this TypeScript interface is interface. Like this way, I'm going to define calculator. Under this, my method is something like subtract parameter first number of number, second all also number, and return could be anything. Okay. So this has to be defined, right? Definition. So coming back here, let calculator cal c equal to, right, subtract first number, second number, inside that return first minus second. This is the definition of the method defining the interface. Okay. Then you just invoke that so that it will execute this method when you just invoke this particular method. Okay. This is how you are going to define interface. That means syntax of or structure of method which classes are going to follow to use this. Okay. And next one is, of course, class. Classes are used to create reusable components and acts as a template for creating objects. It is a logical entity which store variables and functions to perform operations. Okay, so it is different from the interface which has an implementation inside, whereas interface does not have any interface implementation. Okay, so example class student. Okay, so inside of that, SID number, SNAME string. Okay, and I think I'll define constructor as like other programming language of SID of number, SNAME of string. Of course, inside of that, I'm going to assign this to my variables. That means this dot SID equal to underscore SID, this dot sname equal to underscore sname. And after that, I'll write function show details. So inside of that, I'm going to just say console dot log of this dot sid plus colon plus this dot sname. Okay, the simple class who's going to have two members and one constructor, one method. Okay, and next one is enumerations. As I said, like if you want to define constant values, so enums define a set of named constructs. TypeScript provide both string-based and numeric-based enumeration. TypeScript provides both, right, string-based and numeric-based enums. Syntax or example of this is like in other programming language, enum color. So red, green, blue. Okay, this is my enum. Let C is color type. Okay, color equal to color dot green. Okay, and this is how you are going to define enumeration. Okay, and the next one is functions. Function is the logical block of code to organize the program like other programming languages. Basically, it contains block statements instead of curly braces like JavaScript. TypeScript can also be used to create functions either as a named function or anonymous functions. Okay, so functions ensures that our program is readable, maintainable, and reusable. Okay, so as I said, like TypeScript supports two type of functions. Functions. A function is the logical block of code. Okay, to organize the program. So the TypeScript can also be used to create functions either, right? TypeScript functions can be created either named functions or as an anonymous, right? Anonymous functions. Example function add a number, b number. Again, it returns number. Okay, this return a plus b. Super. Second way of anonymous method is let uh, add equal to function of a number, b number, return type also number, and in this return a plus b. So here we have a method name here, right? But here we don't have method name, right? I have declared a variable called add, which is just anonymous method, which it does not have any method name. It's just function, two parameters, just return. Okay. This is what anonymous function declaration. This is a named function. This is named function. This is anonymous function. Okay. So this is about the functions here, and this is enumeration, and this is a class, and this is interface, and this is tuple, and this is the array. So these are all like 6 user-defined data types we have in TypeScript. Array is used to define a collection of elements of same type. This is two set of values of different data type. This is used to define constants to values, and this is a class used to create reusable components. And interface is kind of syntax you are going to define it and has to followed by class. Functions is something a collection of logical block statements, right? Or as the logical block of code to organize the program. Okay. Let's look at other data types in the coming sessions. I hope you understood this user defined data types. Thank you.